That's what we doing. What's up, y'all? Page5Lit, we outside. Listen, peace be to peace to all my peoples. Let's go. Let's get this party started. We're going to chop it up. And listen, you know what I mean? We're here to build. Listen, it's been a great day. It was a beautiful day today. I hope y'all got outside and got some air. You know, and on top of that, we here. Thank God for His grace, y'all. You hear me? I thank God for His grace for all of us. All right, if y'all didn't do it for yourself, you heard? And listen, I really do like talking to y'all in the chat because we can get straight to it. So throw it in the chat. We're gonna try to catch that. Shakur gonna try to keep up with that so we can keep up, so we can really, you know, get down to the basics of shit. You know, but I want y'all to leave with something. Excuse me. You know, I be kind of rushing and stuff like that. But it's all good, though. It's all good. It's going to be a good day because I want to start it off like this here. Listen, I got a lot of questions in the chat, right? And I got a lot of questions in the chat, right? And about saving money, you know. So I felt like people need a little bit more situation with this, so I'm gonna get into that. Listen, so if you're having a hard time saving money, right? If you're having a hard time saving money and you don't know how to start the discipline, I'm gonna give you a couple lessons on that. We're gonna start with that. You know, I want you tonight. You're gonna leave with a few things. You understand me? If I'm gonna be your OG, I need you to learn some things. Now that I have your attention, let's get into some important things. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna strengthen us. Now listen, if you're trying to save some money and you don't know how to start the discipline, this is how we're gonna do this, right? Now, how you start the discipline, you write your finances down, right? And you do the math in real life. You count all the bud that you smoke, all right? You count that, you write that down. You count the money that you spent on beauty supplies, okay? On all that. That's what you do. You write all your finances down and what they cost and what it costs you to do, right? Now, the whole thing about that is when you do that, then you balance your budget. The main goal of doing that is to not spend more than you earn. That's where you're going to start to learn your discipline to save your money, okay? You're going to write all your finances down and you're going to do the math. And you're going to take away and cut back so that you don't spend more than you earn. And that's how you start the discipline to saving, right? Now, don't worry about it. Just do it. Trust me, it's going to work, okay? If you don't know where to start, that's where you're going to start it, okay? If you smoke 10 blunts a day, you count that, all right? That's $100 for every blunt. I guess a blunt is a 10 cash, you know. So, yeah, that part. You know, you want to really count that out. You might have to cut the blunts in half, you know. You might have to get, instead of getting the $300 weed, you might have to get the $180 weed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and this is what's going to help your discipline in finishing. What I said, saving money is great. But the discipline of saving money helps you finish other things in life. That's a real thing. And start that discipline. Put your finances down in real life. Cut back and make sure that you don't spend more than you earn going forward, all right? Okay. Anybody got any questions about that? I don't think I can make that any clearer than that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I don't think so, but what's up, Shakur? How you doing, man? That's how I wanted to start with that. I hope that helped a lot of y'all out. You know, hey, what's up? How I get me a fine ass wife? Go become 100 white love type of man, 100 watt light bulb type of man. Yeah, that part. Okay, we're gonna get into that. There's a lot of attributes on every episode I do, on every segment. It's something to feed your character, brother. We're gonna keep it going. Check this, right? Oh, because right now, I'm clearing up a couple of things that was in the chat. One of them is, listen, when I said be kind, and I said it a lot, and I really mean that. You know, I want you to be kind, and I mean that shit, right? Now, but don't go overboard with that, all right? Don't go being all goofy and shit. Because don't be all goofy and shit with the kindness. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be gullible and all that kind of shit, all right? Because you'll fuck around and get turned out. They'll fuck around and line you up for some weird shit, okay? Like, remember what I said? People aren't always what they appear to be, okay? So you don't judge them, but you let their personality play out before you start giving of yourself. You understand? That's what I meant about being kind. Your first presumption is to be kind. You understand what I'm saying? But don't be so kind that you gullible to the bullshit to get lined up for some weird shit. So don't take the kindness that far. I'm just trying to straighten some things out, okay? Giving clarity on things, okay? Now, going forward. Now, we're going to start this off like this. Oh, and I mean this. I see a lot of arguments, you know. And I always had some, when I always tell people, you know, they try to mentor and they're dealing with the youth. And, you know, the youth, they curse a lot and they'll tell you. But I always said, when somebody telling you their problems and you sincerely want to help them, I always said, listen to them all the way out. Because if you just let them talk, they'll give you all the information that you need in order to make a call and helping them going forward. Okay? Now listen. Start speaking less for the sake of listening more. You understand? Listening, it sharpens what your actual response will be. Okay? A great listener can become a wise man. I believe that. You heard me? Because it sharpens your skills, you know? And you're going to know exactly what it is. So when you let them actually talk, they'll tell you everything that they perceive to be wrong and where they see it and where they stand with it. And then you can actually give them a great analyzation of what you're trying to explain to them and get clarity on. But you have to listen first. You heard? You have to listen. And also in listening, you'll find what emotional tone you need to deliver your message to, because it might not be one good. And it'll tell you how to deliver what it is that you're telling them when you're helping them with their dilemma. Remember what I said, you know, you have to have a little empathy and sympathy for what a person is going through, because you don't know how emotionally strong they are, and you don't want to be the reason that person breaks. Okay? So have a little empathy when you have to tell them something that you know for a fact that they're not going to like. Remember what I told you, bad news can be delivered to help you or to break you. So be careful when you got to tell people things, and you know, and they came to ask you for advice, and the advice that you're getting ready to deliver to them is not very kind to their personality or character, and you have to tell them because you love them, and those things have to be done. Just find a better way to deliver fucked up news, you know, going forward. You know what I mean? Let's start off with that. Okay. Now, any questions in the chat?
Yes.
Can I get one right quick before I go to the next segment?
Somebody said, do you recommend I get into barbering school to save myself in this AI world?
Hell yeah. Shit, a nigga always need a haircut. Word up. I'm telling you right now. You see mine's, right? Yeah. Okay, what you think a haircut like this is worth? Yeah, exactly. You see the lining? Yeah, you see it, crispy. Brother gonna always need a haircut, man. Straight up and down. Just remember something, you're going to be making your money standing up. I know a lot of barbers that quit because they got tired of standing up. You know, so if you're going to be a barber, be an elite barber, so you can you won't have to stand up as much as the not elite barbers. You understand what I'm saying? And be innovative about it. Be innovative with it. You know, some people are travel barbers, they get money. How do I get money as a youngin'? You have to learn something, young man. If all you know is super sandwiches, that's the kind of money you're going to get. Real talk. Okay, you young. You ain't got nothing to do but to learn something. I mean that shit. Don't be stupid on purpose, all right? The crazy shit is, listen, if you are in the middle and you're trying to figure out where your life is, you don't have a clue to where your life is going to go, right? Get your ass in somebody's school, somebody's vocational camp, something. If you're just walking around in circles, learn something. I can't say exactly what it is to learn, but learn something. I mean that. So that way, while you're learning, maybe you'll figure it out. You'll get a clue in what direction you want to go in. But don't just walk up and down the block guessing and shit. Invest your time into something that'll benefit you later. Okay? Real talk. You have to start there. I can't say it no plainer than that. Anything else in the chat, son?
How can you become confident? A young lady asks.
How do you become confident? You become confident in learning how to better do the things that you do. See, there's certain things you do that can't nobody do with you. Don't look for the validation of others. That don't work. You heard? That's not going to work. You have to be confident in you. It starts with you. Okay, you got to remember something. If you don't believe, no one's going to believe you. If you don't believe, how are they going to believe you? Okay, remember, most things that you interact with out in life, the person can only say no. That's half of your confidence lifted up already. All they can say is no. You going for what you dream for is not risking your life unless you're a cop. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You know. But other than that, yeah. That's your confidence. Okay? Look in the mirror and tell yourself you are the one. You are your best ally. You are your best teammate. You heard me? You have to say those things to yourself from the inside. So, I want you to self-reflect on what's good about you to you. And I want you to relish in that. Because all those things that happened before today made you who you are, and you made it through those things because everything wasn't good. So you cling to that and can stay strong and hold your head up. Okay? The opinion don't mean shit. Okay? And they comments can't go, you can't cash their comments in at the bank. Fuck them. You heard me? Real talk. Page5Lit, we outside. Real shit going on over here. Ride with the G, you heard? Any more questions, son?
Somebody said thoughts on insurance policies.
That's a whole other kind of conversation. But insurance policies are great if you're going to use them as an investment tool. That's what that is. You know. I think they got some, you hold the policy for 3 years. You can actually borrow against it and things like that.
Yo, somebody asked, how do you feel about Ayesha Curry? She just went out on a podcast, and honestly, she didn't have the best things to say about Stephen Curry.
She's jealous of her man. I saw that. Y'all really brought that to the chat. Now, y'all know we don't talk about people. We talk about circumstances and situations and how to grow from them. So we're going to talk about the circumstance and the situation of Ayesha Curry because we don't know her. So, when the woman get on there, she clearly didn't want to talk about him at all. So I think she's a little bit jealous. And, but this is the thing. We actually know a little bit about Ayesha Curry. She didn't do anything to make herself famous. She's most famous. She's only famous for being his wife. And she's a little offended by that because she's like, I'm a person, I have talent, and That don't mean you have the talent to be a star in your own right. It doesn't say that. You know, she said she even went so far to say she had never planned on having kids. She said that, right? Yeah. She really stated that shit. Yeah. I'll be getting the divorce papers ready. That's my word on all I love, for real.
You know what's the crazy
Go
part
kick
about
rocks.
that?
And y'all energy's all fucked up. She's tired.
Yep,
And how she's so tired, she got nannies and shit. Knock it off. You know what I mean? Now listen, young ladies. That's why I say, reflect on what you signed up for. She said she never wanted to have kids. She got 4. And I think that's because she didn't really have any other options. You heard?
But mind you, hold on.
Word up.
They didn't have kids early.
They didn't.
I met them.
They didn't. Yeah, right. Yeah, she could met them. Yeah, she could met them. They didn't have kids.
She was beautiful. You heard? She's beautiful. You heard? She was young. She was in her prime. He was young. This right before he became Stephen Curry.
She didn't know he was gonna turn into one of the greatest.
But I feel like that whole statement she said was kind of crazy because
it was condescending to her man, disrespectful to their relationship.
it was
You heard me?
disrespectful to her kids.
And disrespectful to her kids. I never wanted to have kids. Well, why would you say that publicly? All right? Stop. Hey, yo, listen, ladies. Stay the fuck away from your truths. Everybody don't need to know how fucked up you think. For real. Because she can never undo it. Film is forever. She gonna have to explain that shit. She gonna have to explain that shit. Soon as she got back to the ranch. For real.
And it's people out here, you're not even dealing with somebody, how you say it, you're not dealing with somebody that don't got options. And the fact is, you honestly, from the outside looking in, because we don't know you, we don't know her.
We don't know at all.
But you would think that everything else is good. Like your kids are taken care of, you're taken care of. You don't gotta do the hardest work because y'all are financially secure, so y'all can do.
She got comfortable, and she know however it go now. Kirby gonna have to pay her ass. She can buck all she want. You heard? And then in California, she get half. Word. And then in California, she can get half.
Why blame him though? Kirby not home 82 games, bro.
No, she's jealous because no matter what she does, her cooking show and all that, her light only shines brighter when he's in the conversation. And she's a little offended by that, you know. And that's all it really is. Now, mind you, that doesn't mean she doesn't love him, okay? But she has shown signs that her marriage is a little worn because she publicly said those things out of her mouth. She can't take it back. Because people get tired. You heard me? Now listen, the learning moment here is that's a sign. When people start doing things out of the blueprint of the scope of your relationship, that's a sign. The armor's got chinks in it. You know what I mean? Pay attention to that. You heard? Real talk. Moving right along. Any more questions in the chat? I love. Yo, listen.
He said, "What is your opinion on young?" Hold on, let the train go past.
It's New York, y'all, for real. It's always a whole bunch of hoopla about
nothing. Y'all. He said, "What is your opinion on young men joining the military nowadays?"
Why Trump is in office? Take your ass to school. You gonna fuck around and be somewhere where they say you wasn't at. Dead. God forbid. You know what I mean? Shakur has a friend. And he went away to the military. Very talented guy. He sings and everything. He's from the hood. And I like him. I knew him since he was a kid. And you know, we going on about our life, and you know, Ryan's whole crew went away to college, except him.
No, he did. He did go away.
Oh yeah, he did go away to school, but he quit, and almost got exiled from his family. So he ran to the military because they wanted him to be a doctor. Okay, because he was smart enough to do it. He just didn't want to do the work. Anyway, he goes to the military, and we're going about our life. His whole crew is in college, but he loves his boys, and they always hooking up. And a couple of instances while he was in the service, we looking at the news. We kept up with it because we kind of keep. We know a couple of people that's in the military. We kind of keep up with the temperature that's going on in the military. And I watch the news every morning. All right, you know, listen. I watch the news to see what they want me to think. All right? I'm not watching the news to believe what it says. Okay? I'm watching the news to see what their temperature is towards my environment and me. The news tells you just how much attention and what they're trying to do to my environment and me if I keep up with them. And sometimes it's not even on the news. Sometimes the shit is a smoke screen. And I'm the one that pays attention. And every time I get some clarity, I'll be sharing that clarity with you. All right? If you want to know a little bit more about the governmental and you want to try to understand some things, ask me. Yes, I know a few things. And if I don't, I'll look it up and find it for you. All right?
We about to be moving to Twitch almost permanently. So I need y'all to start subscribing to the Twitch. We love TikTok, but TikTok don't give us the freedom to do what we want.
Yeah, man. Word up, man.
So please join the Twitch.
I'm broken. I got PTSD, ADHD, and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a work in progress, man. You heard? You know? So, yeah.
So
I know that
join the Twitch.
So join the Twitch, y'all, so I can really be myself on that shit.
Next week we're streaming exclusively on Twitch.
We is?
Yes, we are. We're streaming exclusively on Twitch. So, yes, I need y'all to join up. Yo, get us to 50 followers, bro. We on like 35 right now. We appreciate the love on TikTok.
Y'all heard that from my manager, right? He dead serious, you know. But yeah, I want to really show. And another thing, bring the conversation to the chat, y'all. Let's chop it up in real time, okay? I mean that, straight up. Bring the conversation to the chat. We can chop it up. All right? Let's keep it going. Now, off the rip. Now, and I mean this. I know a lot of y'all be watching videos all day, cause you know that's what you do. You know. And I'm not downplaying none of that. It's cool. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. But I gotta say this, you know. Now, that's a part of your regular routine. You don't think nothing of it, you know. I just want to remind you that a lot of those situations involves real people. You heard? With real circumstances and situations, you know. And I'm just here to remind you, don't mock none of them. You heard? Life happens fast. You heard? Those things that happen to people they did not expect, they did not plan for a lot of those things to happen. Okay? You might watch 20 or 30 videos a day of different shootings and all kind of shit. You know. Pardon me, but don't mock them. Because life happens fast. You know. And I want you to be a particular way, because don't shit on nobody if you can't. If you can't, don't try not to shit on nobody, because you shit on somebody today and you might have to answer to them tomorrow. It's like that. You heard me? You know. That's why I always say when you're in a breakup, oh my God, I gotta listen. You don't have to be at war to go your separate ways. You heard? You don't have to be at war to go your separate ways. I mean that shit. You can agree to disagree and separate. Real talk. You can do that. All right? And I just want you to know, you know, the person that you cut off from the deal, the next deal, they might have the power. And then you ain't even on the list to even come up on the move. You understand what I'm saying? You know. So yeah. Yeah. Don't mock nobody. Don't laugh at horror stories for people and shit like that. Get out of that shit. Remember? Control the manifestation, your manifestation energies. Control it. Focus on positive things so your manifestation energies can focus to the positive sides of the things for you to go forward in life. If you keep on watching 30 videos of niggas getting shot, I mean, damn. You moving your manifestation in the wrong direction. You heard? Okay, yeah, let's start there. All right. We'll keep it going. Page5Lit, we outside. Okay? Now, on top of that, I'm going to say this outright. Hey, what's good? Any questions in the chat?
Got you right now. It said, how should young men deal with stress?
Shh. Man, listen. It's a heck of a thing. It's a heck of a thing. And stress. Listen. Stress kill men out here. They get heart attacks. You heard? Due to stress. Stress will make their hair fall out. You heard me? Stress will make them gain weight that they will never be able to lose. You heard me? Stress will break your body down. All right? Straight up and down. Now, learn to work on your stress now. The first thing you have to do is learn to calm yourself. That means catch yourself before you go get high and calm yourself. I'm not saying don't confront the situation. I'm saying try not to confront it up here. Try to confront it down here. Keep your blood pressure low, you heard? Shit like that, you know what I mean? You start there. Another thing is self-meditation and reflection. And you need to do 2 minutes of deep breaths. Sit down on the floor and relax. And breathe in and out for 60 seconds. Intervals, okay? All the way in and all the way out for 60 seconds. And then you sit there for another 5 with your eyes closed. Breathing in and breathing out, okay? Then when you get up, do 100 jumping jacks. You heard? 100 jumping jacks. Real talk. 100 jumping jacks. Start there, okay? And then let your body wind down, okay? Or you could do that. I need both of those exercises done in any order, okay? You can start off with the 100 jumping jacks, and then you can do the meditation and the self-reflection after that, and then do the breathing. You do the breathing as you're meditating to yourself. Learn how to get inside yourself and calm you down. It's you. Okay? All right. Anything else in the chat?
Yeah.
Watching out for older snakes being a 23-year-old. Watching out for older snakes. See, that's another thing. See, the first thing to do with that is be so into your own world that they can't get into yours. You heard me? How snakes get you? You let them get close enough to bite. Remember what I said about feeding someone with a long handled spoon? They cool long as they over there. You make it your business to keep them over there. A snake is still a snake. Just because he ain't bit you don't mean he's not a snake. Listen. I'm getting ready to say this. Because a lot of y'all got some people y'all fuck with, right? And they did some fucked up shit. And only you know about it. And you still fuck with them lousy ass niggas. You heard? Yeah. You know what type of time they on. To be better, be better. All right? Straight up and down. I don't give a fuck what they said. If they did some foul ass shit, they'll foul motherfucking that shit. I mean that shit. Don't condone the bullshit. What happened? Oh, it was like that?
No, it wasn't really bad, but I thought I could just get a little bit cleaner. Don't condone the bullshit.
Don't condone. Hey, yo, listen. You know you different. Everybody have to answer for their own shit. But I'm telling you right now, if y'all on a 2v2, and he didn't handle that girl right, and you let all that shit rock, you a lousy nigga too. Because that's somebody's sister. You understand me? That's somebody's daughter. All right? Straight up and down. She wasn't feeling that nigga. You knew that. He manhandled and all that and did what he did. You know. And then thought you was going to laugh it off with him. You don't laugh it off with that nigga if you love that nigga. That ass. Because see, he showed you who he really was. All right? He showed you who he really was. Okay? He showed you who he really was. And what did you do about it? Was you numb to that shit? Yeah. Listen, what has happened has happened. We're not going to get into that, right? We're not going to get into that. But going forward, to be better, you have to do better. All right? You don't want those kind of things in your other. But let me tell you something. I know you love these people. All right? But I'm telling you this because karma coming to get these type of motherfuckers. You understand me? And I don't want you in the passenger side when karma roll down on them. You hear me? I don't want you standing right next to them when karma coming to get their motherfucking lick back. Real talk. That's all I'm saying. A lousy motherfucker is a lousy motherfucker. You can't change what they did. They done that shit. And at this point, you kept that shit to yourself and you condone that shit. Don't do that shit no motherfucking more. And ask God for forgiveness on some real shit. For karma be coming to get your motherfucking ass. Yeah. Who the fuck is you? What they say, Shakur, who the fuck is these niggas? Well, they think karma ain't gonna come and hit their motherfucking ass too. Yeah. Listen. It be shit going on in the street that be twisted up. All right? But and you be like, oh damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But I'm gonna tell you something, that be karma. You don't walk down the block every day and see 15 niggas jumping a nigga. That's not regular shit. Oh man, they doing that nigga dirty. They standing third, blah, 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 blah. Nah. 15 niggas on one nigga in the streets? It's a 90% chance he did some foul shit in the hood, turned on his ass. And karma caught up with him. In the worst motherfucking way. What I say? Bad news beat his motherfucking ass home. Yeah. Type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know. So listen. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay? And if your feathers have changed, leave them vultures where the fuck they at. Okay? Real talk. Listen. It's a reason eagles don't fuck with crows. You heard? It's a reason eagles don't fuck with crows. Now, I will give you this. We all was a crow at one time. Okay? On some scavenger shit. You know what I mean? What we learned, you know, them hard things sharpened us, you know. Man sharpens man as iron sharpens iron. You dig? They didn't learn. We learned. And now we don't fly with the motherfucking crows. And you working, you trying to fly with the motherfucking eagles. The eagles fly at a different altitude. All right? You get your ass up there. Get the fuck out the way of the crows. You know where the eagles is at? The 100-watt light bulb niggas is up there with the eagles, my nigga. Raise your worth and your characteristics of yourself. To you. Talk. Alright, let's keep this shit going. And don't be, listen. Don't be running around chasing popularity and shit. Alright? Real talk. Your purpose. Don't chase fame and popularity and shit. Chase your motherfucking purpose. You heard? Fame go the fuck away. Your purpose is forever. Understand that. Don't be so fucking outlandish that you would say anything out your motherfucking mouth to be famous. Alright? That shit is bullshit. And you're gonna be remembered for that shit forever. And one day your kids gotta see that shit. So be mindful now. You heard me? Don't chase no fucking fame on some ludicrous weirdo shit. Chase your motherfucking purpose, alright? Cursing a lot, but listen, man, I need you to leave with some of this feeling I got in me, you heard? I need you to leave with some of it. I need it to strengthen what you're trying to do and what you got to do in life. You got places to go, okay? You got people that's waiting on you to turn into you. Let's get going. We got work to do. Let's keep this shit going. Another thing is, keep learning, all right? Keep learning. Once you stop learning, you're a dead man. You understand me? Who the fuck is you that you know every motherfucking thing? Nigga, you don't. Keep learning. I'm sitting right now learning every day. You know why? Because when I want to talk to my people, I do my homework. Because I don't want to give y'all no bullshit. When I throw them numbers at y'all, every 4 hours and 20 minutes, a woman getting killed by a man who say he loved her, that's a real fucking number. And I don't like that number. I got sisters out here. All right? And we know damn well he's supposed to have self-control. But these niggas don't. And the numbers ain't calling all these niggas on their bullshit. So you have to protect yourself. So we gonna talk about that kind of shit. We'll stir the pot a little bit. That's what we here to do. Alright? So keep learning. Now if you a motherfucking nigga that you done choked a couple of chicks out, nigga, you better learn how to knock that shit off before you get in somebody's family that's in minds. We don't call the motherfucking cops, nigga. Yo, listen. It's families out here that police their own life. My phone ain't gonna never dial 911. You understand me? Not my phone, right? I'm never gonna depend on the police to do nothing for me. Nothing. There's people really out here like that, all right? So yeah, be mindful out here, okay? Keep learning. Learn not to choke a chick. You're not Iceberg Slim, nigga. You're not some young, you're not a young Goldie in the Mac, nigga. Look that up. Goldie was the Mac. He was the pimp back in the 70s. Yeah. You're not that. A nigga will come and find your ass and put the beats on you and all that. Really fix your ass the fuck up. Yeah. All right? So knock that shit off going forward. All right? We're here to expand and raise our vibration in life. I'm not here to point no fingers, but you the only motherfucker sitting in front of this motherfucking screen. You face your motherfucking truths and you do something to fuck about it. All right? Because all those ill things that you did in life will affect your children. Children pay for the sins of the father. You don't want your kids affected, live a better life. All right? And how she feel about you ain't got a damn thing to do with you taking care of your kid. I'm going to keep on saying that shit. You got a child that needs you. Don't leave your child to that fucking chick. That child need way more love than that chick got to give. It's just a reminder, sidewalk. Okay, let's keep this shit going. You heard? Now listen. And I mean this shit. We're going to keep this going. Real nigga shit all day. Woo. Check it out, man. Loyalty. Loyalty is not a fucking weakness. Loyalty is a discipline. You heard? Loyalty is a discipline. It's not a weakness. All right? So practice that strength every day. It's a learned discipline. I need you to practice that shit. You heard me? Because somebody around you deserves it from you. Okay? So work on your loyalty. Because it's a discipline. It's not a weakness. You heard me? Now on that same note, I need you to do that, especially when that person has that same energy for you. So learn the discipline of loyalty, because somebody around you is going to need it one day, and I'm going to need you to be ready. You understand me? Because in that loyalty is going to return to you. I mean that shit. All right? Have pride for what you stand for. You heard? Have pride for what you stand for. Okay? And people will know that they can depend on you. You know? Real talk. They'll know that they can depend on you. You know. Now, on top of that, I'm gonna say this here. Start looking people in their eyes when you talk. Okay? It shows courage. It shows sincerity, and it shows self-respect. You know? We're talking about right here. You understand me? We're talking about right here. If you don't know how to do it, start looking your ass up. Practicing in the fucking mirror. You heard? Start looking people in their motherfucking eyes. They will take you more seriously from that moment on. Because that's what you're going to practice. Looking them in their face. Being sincere. Okay? Being genuine. Looking people in the face shows you're genuine about what you're talking about. The energy that you're giving them. Okay? Now. But it also shows a self-respect in yourself. Okay? You want to avoid looking weak. They trying to talk to you, looking all over there and shit. Clown nigga shit. That ain't no real man shit. Y'all notice when I talk to y'all, I look y'all dead in y'all face every motherfucking day. Like I'm in the room with you. It's the same way if I'm in the street. You know, it's the thing that I learned. It's a discipline that I learned. I need you to learn those things going forward. Remember, you're only measuring you. You're not measuring yourself by the things and people around you. You're not measuring out what's popping on the gram. Fuck out of here with that kid shit, cornball bullshit. We not on that. We don't give a fuck what them niggas doing over there. We don't care what them niggas said back there. We don't care how them niggas is living back there. Listen, that lane is hers. That don't mean it's built for you. His block is popping for him. Upgrade the shit you in. Right? Upgrade the shit you in. Now listen. If you have a problem, look at people in the eyes. I want you to get your ass to the mirror and practice. Okay? You're not changing who you are. You're growing who you are. You understand me? You're not changing. You're just growing. And I need you to keep doing it, all right? And I want you to smile more often, all right? I want you to do better self-care with yourself. Do your fucking laundry, okay? Eat properly, all right? Don't take your fucking laundry money and feed your fucking girl and y'all don't live together. There's certain instances where you need to come first. And it's not a neglect of her, all right? But stop treating everything else better than you treat yourself, okay? I mean that shit. Remember what I told you? We can look at you and tell if you love you. All right? Real talk. You ain't no T hustling. Shave, nigga. The fuck? Real talk. I'm dead serious. You know. Get up 10 minutes earlier, put some clothes on, and walk your daughter to school. Her teachers do not want to see you in your pajamas. It says a lot about your character that's not good. You understand? Real talk. That's what we on it right now. Awareness. We're trying to bring it up. Any questions in the chat, Shakur?
Yeah, it was. Is there any such thing as too much loyalty?
Too much loyalty? Yeah. What kind of, how much shit are they trying to get you into? Start there. Why is your loyalty being tested all the time? Fuck out of here. It don't work like that. Go back and re-examine that shit. You said too much loyalty? What kind of situation is these people putting you in? Where you have to keep on proving that you're loyal. Nah, that's not how loyalty works. Don't be a damn fool, my nigga. If that nigga over there mixing it up, going back to help him is not being loyal. It's being stupid if he's trying to self-inflict bullshit to his life. Don't let him self-inflict it to yours. Don't be stupid on purpose, my nigga. All right? Check a nigga temperature. Sometimes a nigga ignorant, man. A lot of people, listen, a lot of people don't like when they wrong. They'll shoot a motherfucker, they'll go to war, and they dead ass wrong. And that's why they ready to do it, because they're wrong. It's proven that they're wrong. Everyone knows that they're wrong, and there's no way to make it right. So they're gonna shoot this nigga. Fuck out of here. Shit like that. Those are real things. This is what we talk about here, you know. Any more questions in the chat?
Somebody asked earlier, like, thoughts on like the passport bros and shit.
Passport bros.
What's your thoughts on that? You wanted to know.
Yo, he said, passport bros. Yo, you was mad funny. First off, let's keep it 100, man. To each his own, man. You know. But let's be for real, bro. Do you really gotta go overseas to find something you feeling? A nigga really gotta get a passport to go get something that he can feel. It's a lie. I think some people's characteristics are so beyond the norm that that's what they have to go to. You understand? You know. See, listen. I do what my woman say because I want us to work. She does what I say because she wants us to work. It's just that simple. How the fuck you gotta go overseas and find somebody that's on Team Desperado and in desperate need of changing their life? You trying to low-key get a slave. You trying to go over there and get somebody to say, I saved her life. Because that's really what it's going to look like to her family. Elena got a man from America. He came and got her out of here. It's like she hit the motherfucking lottery. And what's she gonna owe him? Her fucking life. And a whole new lifestyle. That's asking a lot. Them some funny style niggas to me. I can't say I support that. You understand what I'm saying? You know. Even going over there to have fun. I mean, damn, my nigga. I don't need a passport to give me some pussy, my nigga. They like me everywhere I'm at, my nigga. Straight up and down. So, upgrade you, my brother. Let's start there. Yeah. I understand you might not be incredibly handsome, but you have to know that you're handsome in your own right, and you ain't gonna never get no woman, bruh. Okay? You have to know that you're handsome in your own right, and she has to feel that you know you handsome in your own right, and she ain't gonna never get nothing. You ain't gonna if she looking at you as a way out of hell, yeah, she gonna love you. But like I told you, it's gonna wear off. Anytime you with somebody that's not pure of heart, it wears off. If you get with them for the money, it's going to wear off. If you get with them because they got a nice job and a car and they got their ducks in a row, it's going to wear off. Niggas that put chicks in palaces and them chicks still cheated with a nigga that was dead ass broke. Yeah, shit like that happened. Remember what I told you? Footprints on the ceiling. It'll make you lose every time. You understand me? I told y'all again. It'd be a reason why them chicks be going back to the ex. All right? She like you and you're a better man. But old boy was, he was footprints on the ceiling. And she doubled back and she ain't really admit to that. She ain't never really cut that nigga off. You know what I mean? You know, listen. The average chick is not gonna cut off a nigga that got a couple dollars. You heard? She know anytime she call a nigga, he gonna yeah. All right, I got you. She called, listen, I need $80. I got a baby shower to go to, sir. I ain't got no money to get my hair did. Right? And he tell you, yeah, come get it. And she rolled over there with her man to get it. She told her man that was her uncle. Like her uncle, one of her father's best friends. You know, he older and shit, you know. The uncle don't know her father. But she went over and got the $80 and got up out of there, you know. And then she called next week because she needed $100 for a phone bill. All right? Because she took the phone bill money and bought some sneakers. And he held her down. 2 weeks after that, she made some time for Unc. You dig what I'm saying? 2 hours, he did what he did. Remember, fair exchange is not a robbery. You heard? Fair exchange is not a robbery. She did him a couple of favors, and she met his needs. You see what I'm saying? You know, those kind of things really do take place. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so be mindful of how different things move. She ain't gonna never take his number out of her phone. She's gonna always periodically check on him because she knows if she's ever in a dilemma and she need a couple of dollars, she can call that nigga. You heard? Yeah. All women got a safety nigga in their phone. It's up under somebody else's number or some other shit. They all have that. You dig what I'm saying? You know. Now, since I'm spilling shit, what time is it? You know, every nigga got a all access chick in their phone too. Yeah. All them times you talking about, we ain't on tonight because you know what you did. Nah. Yeah. He got a chick he can call right now. She's RET, ready every time. Yeah. Straight up and down. That's real talk. So listen, just because you said no don't mean he's not going to get no pussy. Yeah. Now just because you didn't have the money don't mean she's not going to get it. Yeah. Learn these things because they give you balance in life. These are real things that take place every day. All right? Straight up and down. We're going to chop it up over here. You heard me? Listen, where we at with it? Okay. Any questions in the chat? Throw it in the chat, y'all. What's good? Don't get scared, man. Get called on your bullshit, you heard? What happened?
Somebody asked, what's your definition of pride?
You could have done something that you wouldn't have been proud of, so you didn't. That was pride. Okay? You could have done, so you could have made a move, but because of your pride, you didn't. You didn't want it to go against your better judgment, so you made a call on it. Okay? That's showing your pride. All right? Yo, you do some things out here, and they're good things. You make some good decisions. Be conscientious of that and be proud. Okay? You know. Remember back when you was younger? She was 16 years old, and she was on it, and she was ready. She was already outside doing what she do. You know what I'm saying? But you was almost 20, and she was throwing herself at you when you didn't knock her off. That's a moment to be proud of yourself. You made that decision when no one was watching. I'm glad you didn't knock the 16-year-old slut off. You know, she was loose change out anyway, but you left her to that. You know what I'm saying? That's a moment to be proud of. I told you, when you get in predicaments like that, go back and take the good from it. And that's the way you reflect on it. Don't come back crying and shit, you know, all that. Enveloped in the pain and all that. The world gonna keep on moving no matter how hurt you think you are. You walk by people that's hurt every motherfucking day, and they making it. They ain't no stronger than you.